Hey, my name is Zach Perry. This is The Fortune Firm, and today is probably going to be the most important video that I have ever created. This is one you're not going to want to miss. I act like I'm building up suspense, even though you've already seen the title of this video. But I want to introduce you to this collection that I've started. Now, those of you who have been watching for any length of time or can even see the background and recognize it, know that I am a fan of The Mandalorian TV show. In fact, I've been a Star Wars fan my whole life. And if you're ever in Vegas, come see our office. I'd love to give you a tour. It's like a Star Wars museum. But I want to introduce you because, like the rest of the world, I was captivated when at the end of the first episode of The Mandalorian, his target, his bounty, ended up, his 50-some-year-old bounty ended up being a baby Yoda, right? Not literally baby Yoda, but a baby creature of the same species as Yoda. And I mean, I love the dynamic. You got this cute little, it's just so cute. And then you got this like rough around the edges bounty hunter and they form a bond. That's just kind of a cool idea. Anyway, so Disney deliberately did not release any photos of Baby Yoda. They did not, which we now know his name is Grogu, right? The child is what they called him. They did not release any photos of the child. They did not create any toys for the child in the lead up to The Mandalorian because they did not want it leaking. They wanted everyone to learn about this child when they watched it. So, and if you follow Apple at all, you know that you always know what's coming out with Apple before they announce it because they're securing patents and they are ordering supplies and they're sending, they're releasing the specs to the third-party vendors so they can create cases. So we know what the size is going to be. So they're not announcing this, but we understand because they have to order a certain kind of glass for the screen. So we know, oh, now the glass is bulletproof or whatever. But Disney did not want this leaking. So they did not do anything. They didn't order anything until after The Mandalorian came out. And so we had The Mandalorian, so The Mandalorian came out in November in 2019. We did not get our first child toy until May because once it came out, then they started, ordering it and creating the supply chains and whatnot. And so if you try, and everyone was looking, I want something, I want the child, this is so cute, I want a toy. They didn't exist. Now my partner Nick, he has some Disney connections and he was able to secure me, and I'll show you the first one he got me. He got me 2 immediately, which I got like 2 days before they came out. So for 2 days, I was very special. So this is the first one, okay? I got this 2 days before anyone else did. Now everyone who wants one can get it. They're at Target, okay? And the second one he got me was this one. So I got this one just before it came out as well. This is also the one you can get almost anywhere. So I get these. I'm like, oh man, I don't even want to open them, okay? So they're not even opened. Although it's not like, they're just little boxes. But anyway, so I got these 2. I was like, that's cool, I love these. I put them in my office at home and they were great. The problem is, here's the problem. I can't not buy a new Grogu when they come up with a different version. Okay, so next thing I know, I'm in Southern California. I'm on a trip with my brother, and I see this Baby Yoda, the child. We didn't know his name yet. In this huge, I don't remember what it's called, but it's this huge like nerd toy fest. It's this huge warehouse where it's almost like a flea market for toy vendors and comics and stuff like that. But every weekend it's open, or maybe all week, I don't know. But so we go in and there's just toys galore. And I see this guy right here. And I was like, oh, that's even nicer than the one I have. And it was like $60. And I was like, oh man. And I had flown there. And so I was like, I don't want to take this on the plane. So I look it up on Amazon. It's like $35 on Amazon. Done. So now I have myself this guy. And the difference between these two is not great. But if I wanted to play with the little frog that he eats, or if I want there's a couple little, whatever. Anyway, it's cool. All right. So then every single time I see something, a new Baby Yoda in the store, I see these in Target. And of course, there's 4 different versions. So how many do I have to buy? Compulsion, okay? Then I see this guy. I don't even remember where I got this guy. I think maybe Amazon again too. It's not even that different. It's like we're gonna create, I mean, this one's not quite life size. It's almost life size. I think it might be the same size as this one. You know, so this might be like 3/4 scale, and then this is half scale, and then this is like 0.64 scale. And then this one is a little bit different. In fact, this one, he's like, I mean, doesn't that, you just die watching this. I mean, this is, are you kidding me? You just used the force. Okay, so this one just, oh, this one is a different type of animatronic. He doesn't move, he just whines. You squeeze him. Oh, now they're talking to her. Anyway, so you pat this one on the head, you squeeze this one on the tummy. So, of course, I have to get both of them. Okay, so then we got the plush. It doesn't look as cool, but it's easier to sleep with. And doesn't talk to you. Actually, I've never slept with it. But, yeah, a plush toy. Kind of cute. All right, we're going to put this. Okay, then we get the smaller scale. Wow. So this guy came with the Mandalorian. With the little, I don't know what you call this. He even has the little Mandalore necklace. Okay, so that's little. This is the same scale, but standing. This is the smallest one I've seen. This is to scale to a 3.5-inch Mandalorian action figure. And then the the best part of my collection so far, there's one I've pre-ordered that hasn't come out yet. The best one of my collection so far is a life-size, 1-to-1 scale, museum grade Grogu statue. And this one I got to accompany and to stand next to Mando here, Din Djarin, whatever his name is, so that when people walk in my office, they see the Mando with the backdrop, and they see Grogu looking up at him with this cute little face and this fuzzy little head, and you could just pinch him. Anyway, so I told you this was going to be the most important video I created. If you agree, give me a like or a subscribe and ring the bell. If you don't agree, then do it in reverse order and go ring the bell and then subscribe and then like. Leave a comment. Anyway, my name is Zach. That's all I have for you today. May your fortune be with you always.